Hey everybody, let's talk about the difference between professionals and amateurs in golf. I've been sick for the last few days, so please excuse the voice. So, I give a lot of playing lessons and lessons to different level people. And almost all of them come in and they tell me, I watched this video with Rory, with Butch Harmon, I've watched all these videos, this is how he does it, I want to learn to do it like that. So I'm going to give you some dark truth about golf. Professionals hit 10,000 balls a year with every club. They have impeccable timing. They have unbelievable dexterity. It's their job. And most of what they do is strike a golf ball. As I watch a lot of tutorials, whether it's Butch Harmon or anybody else in the profession, I see a lot of times they will be working with a mid-level amateur professional qualifier. There's a great video about Butch Harmon chipping. And a lot of these things that they're teaching require impeccable timing. So what do you need to learn as an amateur, as a mid-level, as a scratch, and as a professional? So let's take tennis really quick. A high school player, the best high school player, will get stomped by the average college player. The average college player in tennis will get stomped by the average professional, low-level professional. The average low-level professional will get stomped by a top 100 professional. A top 100 or 100-ish professional will usually get stomped by a top 10 professional. There is such a difference in the amount of skill and technique that's required in sports. In golf, it's the same way. But what we see a lot of chipping and putting and driver, and we see all these techniques. Well, here's the truth. Golf is defined by our ability to put a ball in motion. And that motion is put in motion by a club, and the club is put in motion by us. And the truth is, the most effective motion in golf is straight line acceleration. So with a putter, we don't curve, we straight line. And we slowly mount up to having a rotational acceleration as we go bigger and bigger because it's necessary to swing faster and faster. However, for most golfers, a straight line acceleration is the best way to start golf and get down to a single-digit handicap. John Rahm is the best example of this. He has a short, abbreviated swing. There's not a lot of turn to it. It's straight line and it's still long. I am a low-level handicap or low handicap, right around scratch. Sometimes I'm a plus, sometimes I'm a 1-2. I go back and forth depending on what I'm working on and how much I'm playing. And I use a very simplified golf game. I don't try to do a lot of flippiness with my wedges. I don't try to do a lot of craziness when I play golf. I knock the ball out there a long way, and then I use the simplest technique I can use effectively that won't cause problems with my swing. The truth is, a lot of the drills you see where they're saying, oh, you flip your wrist to put more spin on it, or you clip through, or you open your hips on a chip, that's all fine and dandy for professionals that get to hit those 10,000 a year. But as amateurs, what we want to do is we want to have as little movement as possible in our swing. The truth is, something like an iron Byron or a robot that hits golf balls doesn't have a lot of variables. It doesn't have a lot of twisting and turning. It's got one upper rotation that goes, and then it's got an elbow rotation that creates snap, and that is not because it needs it. It's because it's hard to get 100 and some miles an hour out of one gear, so they're gearing up. So one is moving a speed, and the second one moves, and that increases the speed. That's the same thing as our torso and arms and our wrists. That's releasing the club face. The iron Byron does not flip past, and it's not random timing. It is set to exactly extend or still being extended as it hits the ball, which is the same as the way we should be doing our swings. So, in short, when we're learning golf, until you get to that low handicap where you need extra touches, you need to play the simplest game possible. Take as many motions out. That's the way I teach my short game the way I do. Once simple doesn't cut it, go more complex. So that's just a tip. Ciao.